Telatalk Season 6, Episode 9.
The sex number.
This nigga. I thought you was just doing the fucking Spice Adam laugh.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought you was doing my son Spice Adam.
It's the sex number, a.k.a. Seinfeld episode, The Secretary. The one where George fucks his secretary, and when he gets caught fucking his secretary, he looks at his boss and says, "Oh, at every other job I've had, this was normal. You don't do this here? This isn't allowed."
That's the one where he gave her the
raise and shit.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the sweater one.
The sweater?
Yeah, the one where he got the sweater for a discount and it had the red dot on it.
No, it's not the red dot.
I thought it was like, cause he fucked, but that's the lady he fucked was the a cleaning lady. That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking of it. Damn, I don't remember which one he was when he fucked it.
Yo, George has a body count, bro.
George is jokes, nigga.
Yeah, really think
Go check out the Talk Instagram. I just posted like 3 of the best George clips.
Facts. You might have to scroll down a little bit. 'Cause, you know, we've been heavy in our posting.
Nah, you don't have to scroll down. I think it'll be on the front of it. What the fuck we going? Oh, since we already talking about Seinfeld,
Seedless avocados.
We'll get to that later because I don't know why you keep saying that. But we underestimated fucking Seinfeld.
Oh, the fucking Netflix deal.
Netflix paid them niggas $500 million
for all the episodes, bro.
Just to license it though. I wonder how long they got it for though.
I don't know how long they got it for. It's definitely not for life.
Oh hell no. How long did Hulu get it for? Like 3 years, 4 years? It's been there for a minute.
It for like 3 years, 4 years.
I think they'll probably get this. I think it's probably the same thing. I think that there's just the licensing fee on those like sitcoms that are getting really expensive. I think they paid they paid like $80 million just to get Friends for 1 more year.
Yeah, niggas will pay for nostalgia and they'll pay for good content, bro.
I think HBO Max is trying to pay NBC $500 million for The Office too. I think.
Which who?
The HBO Max is trying to pay the NBC $500 million for The Office.
Yeah, that's gonna stay there, bro. People are not gonna get HBO to watch The Office.
People are gonna be like, I have it. But
once it goes to HBO, people finally realize, you know what? Maybe I've seen it enough times.
For HBO, I have just to watch Eastbound and Down, The Sopranos, Billions.
You watched Game of Thrones yet?
Have I rewatched it?
Yeah.
Hell no, nigga. I'm gonna rewatch Game of Thrones when I'm like 38.
You a fake fan.
It's too much. It's way too much seasons and too much episodes.
You can't even tell me what happens in season 5, episode 3.
No, definitely not, nigga. Definitely not. I cannot tell you that. I couldn't tell you that in Seinfeld or Curb. I couldn't tell you that on any show.
I probably couldn't either.
I couldn't tell you that on any show.
I can probably tell you the season 1 Hey Arnold episodes. That's about it.
I couldn't tell you that either. Only Hey Arnold episodes I remember are Gerald's Field when they made that baseball field.
That's episode 4.
And then the Christmas one where they
that's the end of season 1.
When they put the hose on the street.
Oh,
and
that's episode 7.
Yeah, I legit thought you could do that shit. You could do that maybe.
You could freeze ice and shit.
You could do it in New York maybe, but I used to try to do that shit here.
You were bugging, bro. That shit would just be water.
Hey Arnold was like, that shit was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was
like 97, 90 something like that. So I wasn't too old when Hey Arnold was up.
It was you were old enough to where you're like, yo, I could believe this shit for real.
Oh, 100%.
When they flipped over the ice cream truck, you're like, yo, there's a chance.
Nah, nothing like that.
You never tried to flip over the ice cream truck?
Nah, we used to ride the back of the ice cream trucks.
Frosty?
We used to ride the
fuck over the Mr. Frosty.
Nah, we used to ride the back of the ice cream trucks.
Why? You niggas were begging to get kidnapped.
From where, nigga? The ice cream truck man lives a block away from my house.
Yo, the ice cream truck man, he put his truck somewhere?
At his crib.
Or is this at his house?
The nigga who used to do it around my neighborhood, he lives right on the next block.
But he would park his
truck at his crib, at his crib.
Wow, boy.
Where do you think they park all these
Bro, I seen like the
trucks?
The food truck people,
yeah,
they have like a lot.
There's
a whole lot of food trucks.
Loli's Tacos food truck is right here, like 3 blocks away from my crib. You'll see it.
Yo, that shit's probably stocked too.
One day we was contemplating to go over there and knock and see if they would make some shit for us. Like, cause they had just got there, and then I was like, yo, I wonder if I like paid them a little bit extra, if they would just chef it up for me right now. Cause we was on the way there, but that shit is deep.
I'm not gonna hold you. I could go for some tacos. Not right now.
I was about to say, this nigga just told me he ate.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in the near future, like maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, but shout out to Jerry and Larry. I think Jerry and Larry own 50% of the so they get each 25% of the outcome.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of bread. Think about it. You just got 130 4 years ago, and then you got 500.
You didn't even have to do anything. It's something for you.
Look, man,
you already made.
I said this shit a million times, nigga.
Crazy.
when you put your full effort into your art, that shit pays off in the long run, my nigga.
You think Jerry really tried his best on season 8, episode 3?
Hell yes.
He wasn't in
the only Jerry went out on top.
That's facts.
Jerry went out on top. He said he didn't want to do it no more, and they went out on top, nigga. That's right there show you longevity, my nigga. That's real longevity.
Bro, imagine
right there,
baking a cake in the 90s.
I don't think that's
and niggas in 2019 was like, "Yo, I'll give you $500 million just to like show people the cake, not to own the cake, to show people."
You just licensing that shit. That'd be crazy. That's crazy.
Put this cake in your museum.
That's mad bread, my nigga. What's 25% of $500 million?
125 million, not dollars.
I assume it's not 125, and you niggas just got what, like 30 or 4 years ago.
That definitely pushes Jerry over the Billy mark, right?
I think Jerry been a Billy though.
For net worth. That's crazy.
Jerry been a Billy. So it was Larry David. Larry David worth like $900 million.
Niggas should not be billionaires, but that's a topic for another discussion.
I mean, Tupac said that shit a long time ago.
Yeah, now he's just in Cuba.
The nigga said, I have my headphones in the wrong ear and shit.
Yo, you know the headphones that are like... So now most headphones are like that, where they just go into your ears,
yeah,
right?
Left and right, yeah.
You remember the old bullshit headphones that had like the squishy thing?
Yeah. People still use those.
Them shits are whack.
People still use those.
Them shits
People
should be abolished.
There's actually a company that...
Gold Candy?
No. Those are the worst headphones.
Bro, they probably kill more people than vapes.
Those are the worst headphones. No, there's a company where you can get it your inside of your ear molded so that it fits perfectly towards you. I was thinking about getting this, but it's pretty expensive.
Bro, sounds like bullshit.
Apparently, it's really
You
good
can just take the molds that they use like to make grills and put that in your ear, and there you go. You got your mold.
Yeah, but who's gonna make the fucking headphone for me, nigga?
Listen, bro, I solved half the problem. I can't do everything.
Nigga say you solved half the problem. This nigga created a problem by that problem.
Niggas want me to do everything.
Nah, but that thing is expensive. Though. I think that shit is around like $5 to get that shit done. To get it like molded and then they build one for you. But that shit.
I mean, how good? What if the headphones are trash?
Nah, the company's actually good. It's a good company.
It's not Bose. I don't want.
It's not Bose. It's Bang & Olufsen, the ones that we talked about the other day.
Bang Bros?
No, nigga.
Yo, Bang Bros made headphones.
Nigga definitely heard me say "oh" after that. He just heard Bang in the beginning. I was like, "Yo, Bang Bros." Speaking of Bang Bros, we can transition into Palace is looking to expand.
I don't know anything about this transition here.
Nah, I mostly put this on here not for Palace itself, just for streetwear brands in general. I feel like are just selling it out. I'm not saying like sell out, but I just think, I don't know.
They're trying to go big.
Yeah, they're trying to go big. I don't see why Palace is gonna do this. Cause I don't think Palace is well known, but I don't think they have the stature where they can go big like Supreme and then not have to like like where all their shit is gonna be discounted at other stores and shit like that. Where there's gonna be a surplus of more than people who are gonna buy it.
I think they're just trying to like have more of their own retail stores.
I know they're trying to get more of their retail stores.
Not place their product in other stores in that sense.
But but still with more stores and more product. Unless you're gonna like down the online product so it evens out.
Possibly you can just have like regional specific shit.
But yeah, we've for just some companies that fucking sold recently. Supreme sold half of their shit for $500 million. Virgil sold half of theirs to the Farfetch. And I don't know how much Palace is actually looking for, to be honest. I don't know how much Palace is worth, to be honest. The Supreme worth for Billy Palace probably worth a couple $100 million, maybe.
Probably, but it's all about how much of an investment they can get.
Yeah, it's all about the return on the investment. Yeah.
Outside of England and shit.
Apparently,
but like
they've had a 79.3% increase in turnover since 2017.
Yeah, but I don't know about Palace's impact in like Asia.
That's what I'm saying.
It's probably in there.
I feel like Supreme waited long enough to do what they did. Virgil he just has more exposure than all these people have in general. But I don't think Palace, I don't know if necessarily that'd be a good move for Palace, but I just wanted to bring that conversation to, would you sell or would you want to be like still your shit?
It depends on what it is.
It all depends on the figure you get too as well.
For sure. Like I get the
with Supreme $500 million, like come on. Like
I also get like some shit is just not personal to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying like you're James Debbie and then you have Supreme, a brand that you've been working on since the 90s.
I wouldn't do it then.
They come with that $500 million though.
But that's
life changing, bro.
That's life changing, but at the same time, like how much?
That's my kids. There's a certain point where
you're like your life doesn't change that much anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't know how much. I don't know how much. Like
it's just obscene at that point.
And I'm not counting nobody's pockets. I'm just saying for us in general, because
my whole shit is like, how much do you really care about like the business.
Exactly, that's what I mean. How much did you actually care about?
Because if it's like, brand? If it's your shit, like that's your shit, and you believe in like the art craft of it, then I don't think so. But if you're just like, yo, let's make this fucking bread, then go. I mean,
not to say like Supreme was making bread. Yeah, they just got a $500 million bag. That's the thing. Also to me, it's like you know how they always say, if you don't sell out at some point, then you're gonna be a broke artist your whole life. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think people give up a little too easy. But I mean, for some people may see that. Look at the hundreds. I don't know. He made money, but I'm pretty sure he got somebody gave him a fat offer at one point, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stick with my brand and do what I do."
Nah, I actually read his book and shit, and he talked about this shit where like so the hundreds is at the point where like they were fighting to be, but there was a point like in like 2010, where it was the two founders that were left that were still in the brand, and one of them was like, "Yo, we're not making money. We might like we talk to some guys. We should put a product in the mall." And then no. He was like, "The fuck out of here!"
But that's just in the mall now, though, ain't it?
It was in the mall for a little bit. They had their product in there for a few years, and they pulled it out. Yeah. So it's that type of thing. It was like how like that company was like starting to go down.
It's true.
You gotta hold yourself out
when it comes to a money situation, it's like your integrity fights the bread. Because I feel like once your brand like that gets into the malls, it's a wrap. Like if Supreme got into the mall now, it's a wrap.
It would be a wrap. It's
a wrap. If Supreme is like a Neiman's, a Saks, or Nordstrom, it's a wrap for that brand.
They would still make mad money, for sure. They would make.
They would make money, but like
it wouldn't be like the same mess. It wouldn't like a lot of people don't care about that cool. Oh, I have a cool brand. You can't find my shit. Some people just like put my shit in the mall. Let's get the bread. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
The essence of the brands would definitely
I think Chinatown Market's been an Urban Outfitter since like the day one.
Yeah, but like, you know how that shit is. Like
they don't care.
Chinatown Market is just like, okay, like to me, from what I get from this, like we just gonna get this bread. I don't really care. We're gonna collab with everybody. We're gonna get this money.
Facts. They're having fun with it and they're making money. Like some people like take their
Stussy sold in the mall.
Stussy's in the mall, but not everything. Like they have specific mall products.
Trying to think of other brands who actually Pata is in the mall. No, I don't think Pata's in the mall at all. So I know for sure Supreme's not in the mall. I've never seen Palace in the mall or anything like that. But that's crazy how we used to go to the mall all the time. And now
mall brands like the mall streetwear skate brands is like Diamond, Obey.
Yeah, exactly.
Rip and Dip.
It's crazy how we just used to always go to the mall. And now the stigma is like if your clothes make it to the mall, nigga, it's a wrap for you.
Facts, but like.
If it makes it to the right stores, I think you're fine. But like, if you make it to like a Westfield mall, like, all right, nigga, like
it's all about like the ethos that your brand has. Yeah. Like,
it's all about what you want to make too. To be honest, though, if you want to make a shitload of bread and you don't care about what anybody cares about your product,
facts, especially for like certain age brackets. Like in certain areas, all you fucking got sometimes is the mall. Yeah. Like where the fuck else are you gonna get your
unless you're in a major city, you do not only shop in boutiques, you shop at the mall. Like, Thanks. And even if you're in a major city, 9 times out of 10, you shopping at a Queens Center Mall or like a Roosevelt Mall, which is the more high end mall in New York. But like if I would have lived in New York, I don't think I would have bought shit in the mall. I would have been straight boutiques.
And mad people like are attracted to like what they see on Instagram, but they don't buy it. They'll buy something that looks like it.
Yo, for sure. For sure. We can definitely talk about that. How people just go for the lookalike rather than actually getting the actual thing.
Facts,
like with Balmain and the biker jeans, you remember that craze. It was those biker jeans and H&M, Zara.
Everywhere, bro. They had those jeans everywhere.
Basically everywhere.
PacSun.
That's the shit that sucks about you creating something that's actually kind of dope. Because I actually used to like the Balmain bikers, but just the surrounding of it will make it corny because everybody's wearing it, so you won't tell you will tell the difference, but you won't tell that much of the difference.
You ever seen the khaki ones where it's like
those
khakis?
Are nasty.
Those shits are wild.
It's just like it's just like jean joggers. Those shits are nasty, nigga.
Jean joggers shouldn't be a thing.
That's just like but as soon as I said that shit takes me back to that conversation about Travis Scott. It's like you made something that's really dope, but everybody copied you to make some shit in this whack. So then it makes you look whack. Yeah. It makes you look like it makes it look like you're doing everything that everybody else is doing, and you're the one who actually started. Like the same shit with Balmain. It's like nigga at that time, they was on fire with the biker jeans. You could not keep them shits in Barney's, Nordstrom, anywhere.
That was like their staple item at that point.
And then give it that. It didn't even take me It didn't even take me 3 months for me to stop wearing those shits.
Fact. Like that shit came and went.
Like that. I still had like 5 pairs in my fucking drawer at night, and I gave those shits away to my cousins at the time in New York. Like
them shits are still being rocked though, for sure.
For sure. There's still a market for that. I could still probably sell each one of those for like $600-700 a pair.
The Balmains with the Chelsea boots. It's a fit.
That was the look too. That was the look for some niggas.
Facts.
I would never wear Balmain with Chelsea boots because it feels like you're doing too much.
It just feels kind of constricted.
But like that's the shit. Like, and then like I don't know. I feel like once something high end becomes a mass thing, it makes your brand corny. Like, not to say Balmain is corny, but like you don't see that much people going for Balmain how they were.
Yeah, it's the association with your brand.
They did it to themselves though with that Balmain H&M collab too and all that shit.
They
like,
went for it.
Yeah, they were going for a lot of shit.
What?
They were going for a lot of
wrap
shit.
It up.
They definitely went for more exposure than actual like you'll never see Chanel do something like that. That's what I mean with brands like that. Even when it comes to high end brands, we can take that too. Like you'll never see Chanel, you'll never see Hermes do any shit like that. You'll never see Louis Vuitton do that shit.
Fucking Louis Vuitton Zara collab coming up.
Nah, you will never see that shit. It's very few brands that would never do that shit. You'll never see a Berletti or a
It's just the prestige and the ethos of the.
I know Margiela did one H&M like a while back.
Yeah, but Margiela's whole vibe is like we don't make branded shit. Like we make fire shit and like.
You can get a 3-pack of teas from Margiela for $300 right now.
Facts, and no one knows, just you. That's it. That's what it's for.
And they'll sell like stripe ones or anything. They'll sell like basically how a Tommy Hilfiger boxer brief pack comes in. They'll sell you that for $300 of a tee.
Pack is in the same factory.
I don't know if it could be, to be honest.
You get a 3-pack of tees. One of them has the Tommy logo on it.
I'd be so tight. Like that shit got the Tommy logo on the bottom. Yeah, that shit would be so tight. If I don't see those 4 white lines on the back, you can take that shit back.
One of them's got the USPA.
I remember there was. I think Balenciaga was selling like a 4-pack of underwear for like I don't know. It was a steep ass price, and I'm like, this is the type of shit that niggas wear just to say that they have that product. Because who in their right mind is gonna pick? Like nobody's topping the Uniqlo Airism fucking boxes.
I still don't have them. Shit.
The Airism boxer briefs, those are the best boxes I've had so far.
I heard they make your dick bigger.
I don't know about that. I heard it conceals the weapon though.
Alright, bro. Holla at me, Scrappy.
Holla at me, Scrappy. Those right there are top for me. I think those Ithaca ones too. People say are really good too.
The Ithaca ones?
Yeah, I think they say those are really good too.
They make underwear?
Yeah, they make underwear. If it's Ithaca, I think it starts with an E. It's a brand that I see a lot of people wear.
Onomatopoeia.
No, nigga.
It starts with an O.
But yeah, we can keep this going to
Yeah, if a Palace store opens up in Tampa, I'd go. I'd apply, truthfully.
Nigga, why would you leave your job to go work at Palace?
Nigga, I work there on weekends.
I was about to say that. That is a fucking step backwards for sure.
I'll just backdoor mad shit.
Fact. That's why they can never let me work at any of those stores. Absolutely. I will backdoor so much shit. It's over. I will backdoor so much shit, and I'll be smooth with it too.
So I'll be like, yo, so where the shipment come in?
Yeah, let me work at a tier 0 store. Nigga.
It's over.
I'm backdooring everything. Everything I'm backdooring. But there is a method to that madness. But I know how to maneuver the bread around and make it look like I spread around a little bit.
Sales are looking light, but we're missing 14 pairs.
Nah, you can manipulate them numbers for themselves not to look right. If you smart, if you greedy and you want to keep all the bread, then you could be a dumbass and do that. But you can manipulate them sales to make it seem like it was some shit.
Can't wait to say, nah, bro, that was my twin working there. My fault.
Yo, I wonder what your job would say if you're like, nah, I got my twin to come in yesterday. That wasn't me. Niggas will fire you on the spot.
Yeah, they're like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You let your twin come in?
Niggas will fire you on the spot. But I was just thinking, you talking about your backdoor everything. I just thought about it. Nigga, half of the niggas who work in boutiques and then like tier 0 boutiques in New York or like in any major city are like 28 and 30.
Yeah, they give up all that shit, bro. They got rent to pay.
Jesus, like by 28 and 30, you should have like a really good job. But if you're going for that field,
well, the kids,
but they have to be making mad bread there though.
If the kids is in daycare, bro. They gotta backdoor that.
Nah,
shit.
if I worked that kid, I'll backdoor mad shit, nigga.
Bro, you know how much fucking daycare is?
Shout out to all the niggas in the loop. I will backdoor y'all everything.
Facts.
All the Sakai y'all want, I will backdoor them shit. 5 a piece. Let's go.
You said you like the rack these clothes are hanging on? Yeah.
And the thing is, you have no overhead on that either, because you're not buying the product. You backdooring that product.
I mean, these sales are being made, bro.
The sales are being made for sure, but you're not buying it. That's all. That's what I mean. You have no overhead at all. You don't have to come out of the pocket for nothing.
No, you just that. You might as well be in the factory.
Basically,
you're like, yo.
Nah, because there's a person who I know who resells sneakers. His name is Windy City Soul. If you ever need some sneakers, he had to have at least like 80 to 100 pairs of the Sakai's in all different colors.
It's a sickness, bro.
It's just relationships. It's just a relationship. That nigga run Chicago.
His kids will never eat a Lunchable.
His kids have like every pair of sneakers. Like every pair of sneakers that they have, they come out like wait. And just to give y'all niggas a heads up, wait until them Travis Scotts come out and y'all see what numbers them shits do.
It's disgusting.
Because they coming out with a lot more pairs than you niggas think it is. It's coming with a full set family run.
That kid
of everything.
His kids probably eat seedless avocados, bro.
Now they eat a lot of donuts though. My home, he's like a donut connoisseur.
Oof.
Like when he was in Miami, I showed him. Nah, he's in Chicago.
That's what it is. Niggas in Chicago got the best donuts.
I
heard.
Yeah, he told me that when I go to Chicago, eat Huck Finn's. That's what it's called.
Huck Finn's. I haven't been there. I had Stans and Huskies.
I know when he went to Miami, he was asking a lot of people where to get some donuts from. There's a lot of good donut places in Miami, actually, too.
Nigga, you asked me to get a good donut, I'm like, yo, go to Dunkin', bro. Fuck out of here.
Dunkin' my ass, nigga. We got good donuts here, too. It's just...
Yeah, but, like, you got Google. Go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Those reviews are manipulative shit.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't even check Yelp or anything no more because the niggas would be like, "5, this shit was amazing." Then this shit is trash.
You check at the bottom, has a little star that says paid.
And then you go to like the ones that's like 3, and then you see the actual reviews that they have in the comments. It's like, "Oh, food was amazing, but it took 30 minutes." I'm like, "Look, who cares? If the food good, the food's good." The only time I'm gonna give you a bad rating if you take too long is like if you take a minute. Like if we're having a conversation, and then an hour 45 minutes go by, then
that's like, yo.
As soon as niggas get out of that daze of being in the conversation, be like, yo, damn, where's this food at?
It's like,
that's when I have a problem.
Then you start feeling it, especially if you're waiting, not coming around.
That's when
I
have a problem.
About the wait. Like,
that's for sure. When I have
there's
a
no
problem.
explanation or nothing. You just waiting there. It's like, yo, the fuck's going on?
Speaking about waiting,
they killing this.
A ride share you'll never have to wait on, Lyft.
The fucking transition king.
So the Lyft now includes bikes, subways, scooters, and more. I actually didn't read that third one when I initially put this on here. Subways? How the fuck do you Lyft a subway?
What do you mean? It
says Lyft now includes bikes, subways, scooters, and additional to rideshare vehicles.
How do you rideshare a subway?
Yeah, how do you Lyft a subway, my nigga? Like,
bro, what?
I don't understand that at all. First of all, the only reason I put this shit on here was, who the fuck is gonna lift me on a bike? That's what I want to know. Niggas are gonna come through on the peg on the mountain bike and be like, yo, my nigga, I'm gonna take you downtown.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit was wild confusing to me.
It doesn't really explain it either. It just says that it's gonna be made more available.
I don't know how you make a subway more available. That's what I want to know.
Does it tell me how many niggas are in the car?
I have no clue. All I know is, nigga, now scooters is fine. I can see niggas hopping on the scooter easy. Like in DR, the Ubers, they have scooters and shit. They even have boats and shit. But subways and bikes, my nigga, how is that even?
And a bus?
And a bus, my nigga, like what?
Bro, I get it that they also hear that you can have car rentals. I can see that.
Is Lyft gonna make their own buses?
Definitely fucking not. Have you ever seen,
I know they won't be able to make their own subways. They don't have that. They have the money. But
zip cars.
Zip cars. What's that?
So you know what those fucking scooter things are in downtown? And shit? It's that type of system, but with cars.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen those in New York. They have them they're like. I think in San Francisco too. They have them where you just go and put your phone on the card and
that shit is type cool. I guess it's weird.
That shit is mad weird.
I also don't trust it.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
But
the scooter shit in New York was fun. Like, I would never use that practically. We just use that just to fuck around and get around in the city, like shit like that. But like, I never. I can see them having scooters and bikes of their own, but I don't get the subway and the bus.
Nah, I would never get on an Uber bus. Is one crazy motherfucker who drives that shit?
Probably.
Sign up for Uber, like, I gotta feed my fucking family.
And I don't think a city would.
They would shit on that, bro.
I don't think a city would pass that at all. Like, they would not let you do that. That would kill the fucking transportation. Like in New York, That would kill the MTA, bro.
Bro, when Uber and Lyft came out, they tried to ban that shit.
Yeah, for sure. But that was the taxi drivers. They didn't want that shit to happen.
Let's think about all the fucking, especially if you're fucking up the government's bread with public transportation.
Think about it like this: it got to the point now where in Uber it charges you in New York. It charges you a fee of the train when you take an Uber. It charges you $2.75.
That's wild.
Yeah, it charges you $2.75.
What if I got a free transfer?
I don't know.
How does it know?
It charges you $2.75 every time you get on it. It's gonna start. I don't think it has, but it's gonna start for sure.
That's insane.
But I just don't get that factor at all. So a lot of what were you gonna say?
So what's New York's deal with Airbnb?
What do you mean?
You can't do that out there. Apparently,
I'm pretty sure you can't do that if you don't own the property.
That's whack, bro.
Which is like 90% of New York.
Let me get this bread, bro.
nigga, how you gonna lease a property, or not even lease? How you gonna rent a property and then rent that out to somebody else? That don't make no sense.
That's hustling, bro.
That's like you being the nigga that asks someone to borrow their clothes and then loan that shit to one of your friends. That is nuts, nigga.
Listen, from the owner's perspective, I see it. From the hustler's perspective, get your money.
Oh no, for sure. That's the thing. By the way, I used to hate that shit when niggas used to ask me for clothes when I was younger.
That was a real thing, bro.
Oh, niggas used to ask me to borrow clothes all the time, like for sure.
Like, let me borrow them shit.
My nigga, we come from the hood, nigga. If niggas see you with some shit, like nah. And we used to go to different schools, so they used to be like, yo, let me borrow that for tomorrow. Now I got you. But I would only let a certain amount of niggas. I would only let 2 people borrow my shit because.
Wild,
niggas will fuck your shit up and let other niggas hold your shit. I learned my lesson quick, nigga. Niggas lending $145 rugbies and shit to other niggas and
hard
shit.
Pass.
Niggas will leave your shit with mad grajo and shit. Too. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. That's why I only let 2 niggas were the only 2 niggas that I'll let like do that shit. Other than that. That's why I would hate when I used to be somebody's size from my block because they'd be like, yo, let me borrow them shits. Nah,
come back home and your sleeves smell like toto.
Ugh, nigga, hell no.
Like
that's why I only let 2 niggas do that shit. And I would make them take that shit to the cleaners before they brought it back to me. I don't fuck with that shit. But I understand niggas was a lot, like, if niggas was poor, niggas was broke around here for sure. So I understand, nigga. You trying to go get fly in school? Go ahead, nigga.
I'd rather go to school shirtless.
The funny shit is, niggas ask for the whole outfit you just had on the day before, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's up?
You want me to watch this shit? Like, nah, bro, just take it like that.
Hey, man, fuck it. I mean, that's how you got to get it. I know a lot of niggas that have to live that life, to be honest.
Facts. They ain't the ones in the boutique now.
Probably.
Backdooring.
Probably while you playing.
Cyclical,
probably for sure. I definitely used to like. I've seen like a lot of my homeboys do it for their little cousins and shit too. I understand that for sure. Like, you trying to make your little cousin fly, but I'd rather just buy you the shit than give you my shit, to be honest. Niggas that had the audacity to be like, yo, let me borrow that, and this is something you not haven't even worn yet.
Still got the fucking tag.
They got the tag on it. Niggas like, yo, let me put it like, yo, you're bugging, nigga. Clean. Shout out to all my youngest listening to this right now, borrowing your cousin's clothes and shit. So I don't know. There's some speculation going on here with Gucci and Gucci the brand. So apparently Gucci has been doing a lot of shit with Gucci the brand. We also don't know Gucci Mane and is doing a lot of shit with Gucci the brand.
Come on, bro.
He's been out at the fashion week, and apparently he's been sitting front row and, you know, like taking a lot of pictures with the models and having. They've been Gucci.
He's been walking around Italy like shirtless.
Yeah, Milan and shit.
Yeah,
I fuck with that because I know where Gucci come from.
Vibe,
I used to listen to Gucci really early when he had the fucking gut, drinking lean, had the Bart Simpson chain. Had,
you want a schmooky schmook?
Like when he was really doing it. I would not be opposed to them doing something with Gucci though, to be honest.
It's his fucking name.
I mean, yeah, it's like, their fucking name. He took it, but man. I would like for him to do the next, like if Dapper Dan has the next collection or something like that. I would like for I would mind Gucci walking or him making like a small little capsule maybe, or just being affiliated with the brand, just like Rocky is with Dior and shit.
This nigga's always mad happy now.
Man, who wouldn't be, nigga? If you would have saw Gucci how he was early on, like of course this nigga gonna smile his ass off now.
He probably eats peaches now.
I fuck with the new Gucci.
You seen the video? It has a dumbass caption where it's like, man, he's walking around Italy, they don't even know who he is. Yeah, of course the fuck not. It's a bunch of old ass niggas in Italy.
Whoever said that's a dumbass nigga. Yeah. What you mean, nigga? In Milan they gonna know who Gucci is? They probably barely know who Jay-Z is in Milan, nigga. What are you talking about?
That's just dope.
Shout out to Hov.
Gucci. Gucci came under some shit though. You see one of their models did on the last.
It's on here. It's on here further down. We might as well just talk about it while it's on here. It was the Gucci 2020 Milan Spring Summer collection. Now you can say whatever it was because I actually didn't. I was reading and I didn't get what was going on. So what was going on with this shit?
So like in the runway look, they had some pieces that were basically like refitted straight jackets and shit.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
So they're like straight jackets and shit. So one of the models wrote on her hands. She said that mental illness is not a fashion statement.
Yeah.
So when she was walking down the runway with the straight jacket shit, she held up her hands like that, trying to like state her point against like.
What did the hand say? It says what
mental illness is not a fashion statement or some shit like that.
I feel like niggas is going hard at Gucci recently though, cause the collection, quite as kept, that collection is hard. I didn't see the straight jackets or anything, but that collection is hard. Then again, I am a sucker for the double breasted suits.
You really
the coats. That shit is super hard. I don't know why. Like I like how it looks a lot, but I thought the collection was pretty fucking dope. To be honest, it's one of the better things that Gucci has put out in a minute.
Now the collection is cool. But gotta get the protest off.
I didn't see the thing, but
I think they've been taking them shits down. Like if you scroll down, like on the article, like not from the slides, but there's a post on it.
Honestly, the straight jacket. Does she have a straight jacket on?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, cause her shit doesn't look like a straight jacket. That's like a couture ass straight jacket.
Her shit is just like a fucking work.
Yeah, it looks, overall. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I didn't see it. I think their creative director Alessandro said something about it. I think scroll up to the top. It's in the quotations. I clicked out of it. See if you could fucking read that real quick. He said something about the concept of what.
He said, "I wanted to show how society today can have the ability to confine individuality, and that Gucci can be the antidote. For me, the show was the journey from conformity to freedom and creativity. Uniforms such as straitjackets were included in the fashion show as the most extreme version of restriction imposed by society." Like, alright. I understand
what he's saying. Yeah,
I get both points.
I understand both points. Yeah, I understand. Like, that doesn't sound to me like a bullshit response. That actually sounds to me like
some he was trying to creative thought process.
Yeah, he was trying to get.
It was like, yo, how do I think of something that's mad restricted?
He was actually trying to get an actual point across. But to me, I think a lot of the shit that is going on now, niggas are gonna look back then and say that some of these
that we were wilding.
No, some of these designers were actually like forward thinking more than a lot of people were, because you know how it is, like everybody just thinks about it in the time, like but in 5 years people are gonna look back like, yo, that shit was actually like dope.
Like the motherfuckers who made the school shooting hoodies.
Oh, I did see that. What brand was that made that?
I forget the brand name.
See, that I didn't really necessarily. I don't care what point of view you have for that. I don't understand. That's
a different type of shit.
That's 10 times more level than what this is. I didn't understand that. I did see people talking about it, but I don't know what brand it was. But
I don't remember the brand either.
I remember his
reasoning was basically like you're trying to bring awareness to like we don't know.
Yeah, you like that. That I don't really get. You trying to bring awareness to school shootings by selling like a $700 jacket, a $700 hoodie.
Facts.
I can see if you were trying to bring awareness to it. I don't know. I really don't know the story behind that, so I'm not really gonna speak on it too much. But if he is giving that money back to an organization or some shit like that, I can understand.
Probably after being called out, but
maybe,
at the same point,
yeah, for sure.
Bids the argument, the money's still going over there, but it's still fuck you.
Yeah, basically. I mean, look, man. As far as brands having integrity like that, there's very few brands that have integrity. I think like Noah, Awaken, brands like that.
Fact.
More small level brands, but as soon as your brand gets to the big leagues and you're making billions of dollars,
you start.
I don't think you have more integrity because you have more.
You start getting those like notices from the UN about sustainability and environmentalism. You're like, all right, I guess we can slow down the factory.
You have so much chefs in the kitchen because it just doesn't apply to you anymore. It's mad shareholders once you go public. It's other things like that. You have to appease other people. Yeah, it's other people that you have to. It's more business decisions than creative decisions by far. Like as far as creative decisions, I think these like brands are maybe it's a 20% creative decision before, and it's 80% business. I don't think that it's gonna make any difference. Like if that had been Louis Vuitton and that affected their bottom line, whoever the creative director was, then I doubt they would stick next to that creative director. If it affected their bottom line like deeply, like their stocks dropped and you lost hundreds of millions of dollars, they're not staying. Yeah, no, it's a business.
We've seen these brands make these fucking like
it's a business
racist pieces too.
Yeah, it's a business, man.
They just take the piece down. And like,
they just take the piece down and it's fine because nobody holds niggas accountable. That's the thing.
Except for Burberry when they made the news, they let that shit rock.
Did they?
Yeah, they let it rock.
That shit went to stores.
It stayed online.
My nigga, if you bought that, what kind of person would buy that? Like, yo, this is fly. Like, even if you didn't know that was racist.
Jussie Smollett.
Like, who would buy that shit and say this is fly? But, yeah. But that's back to that shit.
The same type of niggas that eat seedless avocados, bro.
Alright, what's up with the seedless avocado? I've never heard of this. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it's possible.
I don't know if it's a thing. I'm not sure if it's possible. I doubt that it is, but
if it's put it like this, if it's a seedless avocado, that's just GMO like a motherfucker.
Doesn't that just sound like the pinnacle of wealth though? Like niggas eating seedless avocados?
Hell no, niggas. You can eat seedless watermelon. Who cares, nigga?
Yeah, that's watermelon.
Let me see if this is actually a thing.
Seedless.
I fuck with watermelon, nigga. Watermelon's fire.
Me too.
Bro, there's no way there's a seedless avocado.
Fucking gross.
It is. It's true. There's a seedless avocado. While some Twitter are calling seedless avocados genetically modified, according to the Times, seedless avocados is actually a result of unpopulated blossom fruit. Oh shit! So
it's basically like a virgin avocado. Like it doesn't got the fertilization in it yet, so it doesn't get the seed.
It's an unpollinated blossom of a fruit. Oh, so that shit's not even GMO. I bet you it doesn't taste the same though.
No. Probably because the fertilization process has to have an impact on
flavor. I bet you that tastes sweeter.
I bet you the texture is different too. Probably not as smooth.
Maybe.
Damn. So I was onto something without even knowing. That's crazy.
What did you had to hear that from somewhere?
There's this video on Dominican Twitter where it's a guy yelling at a fruit vendor.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say it in English. Because he goes
it's gonna hack the fuck out of the joke by saying English.
So he goes, your avocados don't even have seeds.
Yeah.
And the fruit vendor goes, and your mom doesn't even have a pussy.
Damn, what a response. What the fuck is up with that? That's a Dominican response for you right there.
Facts, but it's way funnier in the video. Hold on.
Well, it's way funnier in Spanish than it doesn't translate. Jokes don't translate from different languages to different
they really
languages like, at all. Are you going to try to find the video so people can hear it? Or
I'm going to play it.
Alright, hold on.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Alright, do it. Go.
Aguacate no tienen semilla.
Ni tu mamá tiene creta tampoco.
That nigga was not fucking with him at all.
He was like mad far away too.
You can hear he was mad far away. If niggas could actually hear that in the podcast,
I'd be astounded. If
facts, like that shit sounds mad far away, and we're right here. We can. This will be a quick topic right here. That wasn't the one I was actually going to do.
You talking about the iPhone 4?
Yeah. I was actually going to click on that one. I was going to say that for later when we talk about miscellaneous shit. But Apple is reintroducing the iPhone 4 in the cosmic
so
design.
Stupid and so
this goes
wasteful.
back to exactly what the fuck we were talking about last week with the fucking Sony Walkman.
There's no fucking reason for this, bro.
But somebody has to buy this shit. They wouldn't make it somebody. That's why I want to know who's buying this. What consumer is buying this? Because they wouldn't make these products if somebody wasn't buying it. Somebody's buying this for like
buying it, but it's still super fucking
nostalgia
pointless.
or like collection pieces.
Although the iPhone 4 is what that's the iPhone that was like, yo, this is the shit. Like that's the iPhone that it was like the pinnacle of.
Was it? I thought it was the 5. I thought the 5 was the
pinnacle. Niggas started hopping on the Apple hard on the iPhone 4.
Niggas was hopping on the Apple from the first Apple phone. To be honest, they have a.
But this is like their best phone.
They have an episode of the first Apple when that shit looked like an iPod on Entourage and like how niggas was waiting in line and shit like that. That's what I like about watching old shows like that. That it takes you like kind of back in time and see what niggas was going crazy for. Because in that same episode of not in the same one, but in another episode of Entourage is when they were giving like the Atmos. It's right when the sneaker world was like underground, and niggas was barely like you had to like know somebody to get a sneaker. And I think it was I forgot what sneaker it was. I think it was the Atmos Air Force Ones or some shit like that when they first came out or something like that. That's the one that people were going crazy for at one time. And like the guy Turtle had to find his like navigation to the sneakers. And comparing that to 2019, like bro, I really miss those days for sure. When niggas had to know somebody to get a sneaker like that.
You had the iPhone 4?
No.
You had the iPhone 5?
I didn't get an iPhone to the 6. To the 6S, actually.
You had a BlackBerry before then?
Nah. Nigga, I was broke, nigga. Who's going to buy me $500 worth of a BlackBerry?
Blackberries were popping first.
Yeah, they were. I wanted one, nigga, but I couldn't afford one for sure.
Yo,
I didn't have any of that shit. I didn't have a Sidekick, a BlackBerry.
The baddest bitches had BBM.
I had the you actually right about that. But I had the Motorola Razr. That was the popping phone that I had. That was one of the popping phones that I had. The only popping phone that I could actually buy at that time. Motorola Razr. It's crazy to think about all the companies that were super prevalent at that time. Singular, Motorola.
Singular ended up being
T-Mobile.
AT&T. One of them.
AT&T bought it. AT&T.
Nextel got hit by Sprint.
Yeah, Nextel was another phone. Nextel was the biggest phone company out at that time.
Facts. And now Sprint's about to get bodied by T-Mobile.
BlackBerry was also super popular. Fucking people love the BBM. The Sidekick phone.
I missed that shit. But the whole point is like, damn, like Apple's supposed to be this super innovative like company. Yeah. They haven't really done shit that's crazy.
The new phone is actually pretty dope though, to be honest.
It's just another phone.
I think
it's just got more cameras.
I think everybody's new phone looks exactly the same.
They all do.
They all look like different variations of the same phone to me.
And when somebody comes up with something different and interesting,
everybody copies
we clown on it.
No, everybody copies it.
Like that fucking Samsung phone that like
the fold.
Come on.
No, the only reason we're clowning that nigga is because those shits don't work.
Facts. They were breaking and shit.
They don't work.
If I had one of them in front of me, I'd be like, yo, this is kind of cool.
Thinking about it, those are actually relaunching too. Those are actually
they relaunched today or yesterday.
Yeah, so they're launching now. But the thing was, not Apple, but Samsung has this new thing on their phones where they have its own screen protector on it. So so it has like that first layer that you get on the phone.
Take that one off.
You can't take that one off, and a lot of people were taking that one off, and then it was fucking up the whole screen. It went black like completely.
That's fucking joke.
Like when Stuyvesant got his phone, he was about to take that off. I was like, nigga, don't take that off, and he was like, why? And I was like, nigga, that is a screen protector. That's not.
So it's like attached to the glass?
Yeah, it's attached to the front of the glass.
That's jokes.
It's so like you don't have to buy one on the new ones. When Stuyvesant got his, it says it in very, very small print on the fucking phone. Not on the phone, but on the box.
Yeah.
It tells you in very, very small print. I don't understand why they wouldn't make that bigger.
Or at least make it a big focus for like this phone. It comes with a built-in screen protector.
As far as phones, I don't think we're past the time of phones being created. Like when they had the Juke, the Sidekick, the BlackBerry.
Like, this shit is just like
I wish I would go back to that time where somebody tried something new creative. But it's the only difference is between your fucking Samsung and my fucking shit is that yours has a button still and mine doesn't.
Button.
Oh, you don't have a home button anymore?
Nah, I haven't had a home button.
Oh shit, I thought you had a home button. I thought that shit had a home button on it. Well, the only difference in your phone now is the camera, and then
it's just
your shit has a fingerprint sensor on the glass.
Where's your fingerprint sensor?
We don't have a fingerprint sensor on there.
They got rid of the fingerprint? Oh, it's all Face ID, right?
It's all Face ID. It's all.
And
Face
I got a
ID.
headphone jack still.
Yeah, and we don't have a headphone jack either. That's it.
Bums.
Yeah, but
I don't use it.
I don't think that one has a headphone jack. The new ones have a headphone jack.
No, they took them out too.
They took them out too.
Fucking idiots. Bro. But at the same time, whatever. Let's move forward.
You could just use Lightning.
SD card.
Huh?
iPhones don't have SD cards, right?
No, we don't have SD cards. Oof. No. iPhone would never put SD cards on it because how else would you get you to buy the different phones with different storage capacity?
And they try to push iCloud hard.
Oh, OD. I get an iCloud message all the time on here, and I'm like, fam, I'm not even close to being done using my my fucking storage on here. I'm not nowhere close to being done using my storage on here.
Nah, same. Like even with this, like I haven't even had to replace an SD card in I don't know how long because they're just so big now.
Yeah, you can buy 128 for like $30. Probably more than that. You could buy like a 512 for like $30 of an SD card.
Yeah, I always used to track how advanced are we in the society based on how much a gig of storage costs.
Facts.
Let me see, 1 gigabyte SD card.
Check that shit in the early 2000s and see how much a 1 gigabyte SD card was in the early 2000s.
All right, so boom, a 1 gigabyte SD card.
Yeah.
From Amazon, it will cost you $20.
Now.
Yeah.
Now checking like 2000.
How the fuck would I check that?
Google 2000s. How much was a 1 gigabyte SD card in 2000? That shit was probably like hundreds of dollars. Same shit with SSD drives. We getting too technically nerdy right now with niggas.
In 2005, it cost you $500.
Exactly. That is what time we're on right now.
That's the type.
That's how technically advanced we've gotten from 05 to
15
now,
years
to now. Like, because remember, I used to think this is how I know I was like super like out of touch was when when we used to play the PlayStation, like the first PlayStation, we used to have memory cards.
And them just were like 6 megabytes.
This just were like 8 megabytes, and I thought they were 8 gigs. And Joe was like, "No, Savage was like, "Nah, you're crazy, fam." Like them shits was like 12 and like 15. Yeah. Because they always could never save the shit. Like we could never save too much games on that.
Facts. Think about how crazy that is. That you can think about the games we played. How the fuck is that 6 megabytes? But when you download Mario Kart now, and that shit's like 130 before you even play.
Because there's a lot more intricacies in it now. Back then it was just, nigga, everything was mad blocky. The graphics on there was not gonna take.
Shit was popping.
The crazy shit to me was that it would take somebody 2 years back then, or like 3 years or 5 years to develop a game like that. Like develop any game back then. It would take super long for them to develop that.
They can just shit them shits out.
Like facts. Dumb games? Niggas can make that. You can make that on your computer right now.
Bro, I could probably make another Flappy Bird right now.
Probably.
I could probably do it with an app.
Keep it on Apple.
Fuck Apple.
Some good shit to say about Apple. Nah, their new store in Fifth Ave, that shit is just like ridiculous.
Fuck a new store. Who needs a new store? Fuck consumerism.
Nah, that shit's dope. That store is fucking ill, my nigga. That shit's an ill ass store.
Apple enables pedophiles, bro.
Alright, let's not speculate shit on people.
Where's the...
Go to, it's right under the iPhone shit.
I don't even know how to read, bro. I'm just not even gonna open the link. Fuck it. But it's a cool looking store.
Nah, it is. Nah, the middle of the store is the best looking thing. It has like a glass spiral case to get on top to the roof, but it's spiraled through like a tree, and then it has a fucking open concept, like glass concept.
You think it's a real tree?
I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know where there would be a tree on Fifth Ave. To be honest, I've never seen a tree in Fifth around any of those places, minus fucking Central Park. That's
right.
it.
I think these are real trees.
I don't know. I think that shit's super dope. I just wanted to say that shit because as much as niggas shit on
that's dope.
Yeah, it's super dope. I like that store a lot. It's super dope. Like I would actually, if I was around Fifth Ave, I would actually go to that store. I wouldn't go out my way, but I would go to.
If I passed it, like, oh shit, is that the fucking Apple store?
I would go into that store. We can transition this to...
Especially if it's on the ground, you could be at the ceiling and like lower a rope and try to scoop one up.
I know for sure if we were there, you would go over there and be like, yo, flick me up.
Flick me up.
Right in front of the fucking staircase. So Jonah Hill reportedly is being eyed to be the next Batman.
Nah, not the next Batman, the next villain.
The next villain. So the villain that he's actually going to play is the Penguin. I think they're coming out with another Penguin.
Yo, they were talking about competition.
Whoa, Danny DeVito?
In like the terms of like the Penguin legacy, yeah, Danny DeVito.
Now I think Jonah would be dope. I've never seen Jonah play a villainous role though. To be honest, I've seen him play serious roles, but not a villainous role. But I think Jonah's a pretty good. I think Jonah's a good actor.
I would like to see it,
and even better director. I'm on board with that. Who the fuck is gonna be Batman? That's the thing.
Robert Pattinson.
I don't know who that is. I think we did talk about this. This is a nigga from Twilight, right?
Yeah. Look, you only know him from that though, bro. He's been in so many good films.
I don't know what other movies he's been in, but
I would give him a try, bro. Like he said fuck franchise shit and did a bunch of indie films that are really good.
Yeah, but I don't Batman is
He's got the Batman vibe.
Nah, right, Christian Bale was the Batman, my nigga.
No, he's not.
That nigga was the Batman for sure.
Ben Affleck, bro.
Nah. But this nigga's wild skinny. Batman is wild stocky.
Pattinson is not wild skinny. He's been wild skinny for roles and shit, but you know, he get
I don't know. That's something that I would go watch, but I would go in there thinking that's gonna be trash.
A Batman movie.
Jonah I fuck with. I don't know about that nigga though.
A Batman movie with Robert Pattinson and Jonah Hill, is he thinking to be fire or fucking joke?
Super artsy.
Yeah.
You're gonna take it to like the Tim Burton Batman, which was actually the fucking the Penguin one. It can be too artsy. It's gonna be too artsy for sure. Knowing those two niggas, I actually don't know the other nigga. I only know him from Twilight, and I never watched those movies. But nigga look a little too pale in the face to play Batman.
That's makeup.
I know that. Shout out to Guru. Rest in peace, Guru. Shout out to Gangstar. They just released. They just released a new track. Primo's actually having an album come out. The new track they released is Family and Loyalty. With a J. Cole feature.
Apparently it's J. Cole's last feature.
It's J. Cole's last feature. I'm actually gonna play this shit right here because shout out to Gangstar. Gangstar was a prevalent part of my fucking my upbringing, and Cole killed that feature. Cole smoked that feature like nothing, my nigga. Like that shit was ridiculous. damn, I'm actually not gonna know if this record is actually the record they're playing because my sound is actually fucked up.
Facts. We have no idea what we've even been saying.
Hold on. Yeah, we have no idea if the sound is fucking up. OD, I won't know. But I'm gonna pause this right now and go pull it up on iTunes and then play it.
Diamonds are forever like.
Rest in peace, Guru. Gangstar.
I've been relegated to sound effects.
We're definitely gonna leave this shit running for a little bit. Fuck it, we get sued.
Here.
This is the intermission. We'll get you some Gatorade, some water. We back. Shout the crew. Shout the Preem. Shout the Cole. Rest in peace, Guru. Shout out to Preem. Shout out to Gangstar. Shout out to Cole.
Shout out.
I think that was definitely by far Cole's best verse or top verses of the year for sure. A lot of shit that was said was needed to be said for sure.
Need a few shekels.
He did say that was his last feature
for a while.
Nah, he said for like forever, but you know that I don't really believe. I don't believe when rappers say that they're not gonna do something for the longest.
Just wait for that Kendrick Cole collab album to come out.
Nigga, when that comes out, I know Doomstar's to come out, nigga.
Doomstar.
I know Matt Villainy 2 will come out.
We'll get that J-Elect debut.
Nah, but shout out to Gangstar.
Detox is coming.
Definitely refreshing hearing Guru's verses the third verse on here. So if you want to go listen to it, go stream that on iTunes and Spotify, whatever platform you have. If y'all don't know, aren't familiar who Gangstar is a really dope fucking group. It's him, Primo. Forgot what the other dude's name is, but I know that they're from Boston. And Preem has been with them for forever. Guru passed away
niggas be eating clam chowder and shit.
Guru passed away a while ago. I think it was due to a heart attack or something like that. So it is weird hearing somebody's verse that you haven't heard their music in a minute. It's like new music at least.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's dope. It's refreshing. It's dope for sure. Shout out to Gangstar. Shout out to Preem.
I felt similar to like that type of vibe when the new Tribe album was out after Fife passed. Yeah. And they used like old verses of his.
It's the same shit with everybody who keeps dropping a new verse of Nipsey. Like you want to hear it, but it's kind of weird to hear. Yeah. Kind of weird knowing that they're not here, but still like that.
At least like all the Nipsey shit we've heard so far doesn't sound like money grabby. Like they're just putting that shit.
Nah, for sure. The same shit.
Like real trash.
Same shit with Preem. Like Preem, I'm pretty sure Preem would never do that shit. It's out of respect for himself and the group. He would never do it if it didn't fit right. And I feel like Guru's verse on here fit perfectly. It fit like his verse was made for 2019. I don't know if they did like some cleanups on some vocals or something like that, or it just was created like that in general. But the things that he was saying in the concept of the record is very now, because like the problems that we've had have been the same problems that we've had for forever. So the music will translate when it's good, regardless. Like Cole definitely smoked that.
Timeless shit though.
Yeah, it's timeless shit for sure. I'm really hyped to see what this album is gonna be like.
Even when the fucking robots take over, you're gonna be on that shit.
I did see some robot shit the other day that was kind of creepy. But
what did you see?
The Boston shit. You saw it?
No.
Like, so they had a robot that was doing a whole bunch of different type of maneuvers and shit like that, and I'm like, why would you ever build this?
Like physical thing?
Yeah, it was like doing like somersaults, backflips, and all that. It wasn't like one of those robots that like you can put a stick in front of them, you know, like where there was like bully them. Nah, it was a little bit more advanced than that shit for sure.
You ever seen BattleBots?
Yeah, I see that you and your girl watch BattleBots all the time on fucking Instagram. Found the BattleBots, nigga. I didn't even know that was still around.
That shit's lit, though.
BattleBots is jokes. Cause
you gotta get the highlights, because it's like 45 minutes of bullshit, of talking, and then like 15 minutes of real BattleBots. I don't even know how y'all got into that. Like, how did you just watching? And then I just started watching it? We only watched that one day.
Oh, I was about to say. Shout out to BattleBots.
My parents were watching that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Your parents watching BattleBots?
My dad was watching that shit.
That makes a lot more sense.
I was like, yo, what the hell are you watching?
That makes a lot more sense for sure.
I was like, yo, check this out.
Damn, I feel like I was gonna take it somewhere after.
Shout out the Minotaur.
Code. I don't know if that is.
Won the BattleBots.
Are there like new episodes of that?
It's like a tournament, so like the rounds are different episodes.
I just thought every time I see that on, I thought it was just reruns.
That's just jokes.
Oh, I want to talk about this Gibbs tour while we on rap. Gibbs
he's not coming here.
Gibbs is not coming here. It's Gibbs. Come to where we from, nigga. I'm gonna hit up Gibbs and see.
Nobody ever comes to Ohio, bro. It's just crazy.
Gibbs has a tour coming right now. It's called the Album of the Year tour, which he's in my top. It's 3 albums that's fighting for the Album of the Year for me this year, and he's up there for sure. Bro, like, he's winning for
this fucking lineup, too.
No, the lineup is so ill, nigga.
Do not sleep on Cousin Stiz.
It's Cousin Stiz, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine. Westside's not going on here, so it's not the whole Griselda. But shout out to Griselda, because those niggas have been putting their fucking necks on you, putting their foot on you niggas.
Yo, we out to Atlanta?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about that. But that time that they're gonna be here, I'm not gonna be here.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna be in DR.
I guess I'm out to Atlanta.
But they have Classic Cities from this starts. When does it start? November 11th in Minneapolis.
Who the fuck goes to Des Moines?
This is shit like. I know where we're from is a bigger market than Minneapolis or fucking Iowa or like what else is on here? Silver Springs, Charleston and Charlotte is actually big markets.
The rest makes sense.
The rest makes sense. But my nigga, I'm trying to see nigga that is the perfect concert for me to go see. I get to see Griselda, Cousin Steve, and Freddie, nigga. Like I'm with that shit 100%. I low-key think that he should have done like a mini festival for the Bandana and
what's up?
I think he should have done a mini festival for Bandana and Pinata.
Like a mini festival?
Yeah, like a mini festival. Kind of like Camp Fognog, but smaller.
Nah, I don't think he's got it like that, truthfully.
I don't know, maybe he does it, but I'm saying like Tyler really didn't need it at that point either when they first made it. I think he can make one.
You got a point.
Bring Doom. Bring everybody who's done a fucking Madlib solo album there. Like, that would be so ill, nigga. Bring him and Doom there. That should be so ill. That'd be a perfect way to fucking,
Jay Dilla hologram?
Yeah, maybe. To do a hologram is super expensive, though. But yeah, to have him and Doom be the co-headliners, that should be ill as fuck.
We're out to Silver Springs.
I'm not going to fucking Silver Springs. That's just D. That's just not close to us, nigga.
It's right by DC. You can get to Silver Springs on the train, on the metro.
Nigga, why wouldn't we just go to Atlanta? That's way cooler.
Because you're not going to be here.
I won't be here. When the Silver Springs one?
November 22nd.
I'm not going to be here either.
Alright, this nigga just don't want to see Gibbs. That's
crazy. I want to see Gibbs. The crazy shit is for Pinata, I think he came to Miami, but it was for Rolling Loud, but that's the only reason I didn't go. I'm not going to those fucking concerts.
No fucking Rolling Loud in my life. Fucking
Rolling Loud is not my demographic of people who I want to be around. Like,
I'm fine with that. I don't want to see Yes Jules in real life.
Fucking Logic. Let's do this the quick LV run. LV is coming out with a TV platform. It's called LV TV, which I think is kind of like they could have went a little hard on the name.
It's
to be
iconic
honest.
Though, bro.
So from what I see here, it's just gonna be like them doing like their own collection shit, kind of like what Disney used to do back then, where Disney would never have commercials that weren't their commercials.
Yeah, that's just hard.
That's an ill stunt.
That's hard.
Wait, you want to do their own commercials? Like, but shout out to LBTV. If y'all niggas need two niggas to be the heads of y'all company's media side, for sure we here, and we know what we talking about more than these bozo ass niggas. So it just basically what they're showing is it's gonna be segments of a day in the life at Louis Vuitton. So it's gonna be like a behind the scenes shit, like kind of like how Complex does.
Can't wait to see all the videos of like racial diversity workshops.
Probably like it's probably gonna be like fucking 80-minute shit of Virgil doing whatever he does on
fucking doing pull-ups.
Virgil doing pull-ups. Joe be so tight. Joe be so tight. So this list was another thing that made me feel like the lift shit is like, what was the purpose of this list? So it's a relevancy, brand relevancy. So it does top brands that are relevant in the United States, based off of a survey of 13,000 consumers. So this is the brand relevancy of this shit. So number one was Apple.
Bro, I don't even know how you measure relevancy, like in terms of like asking people, like, hey, which one is most relevant?
But the first three, I'm cool with. But Apple, Spotify, and Android.
You saw what took the top spot for restaurants? It's not in the top 10 though.
What?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh shit.
It's the most relevant food.
But the first three, I'm not mad at. Apple, Spotify, Android. I can understand because those are the two biggest conglomerates for phones. And Spotify is the biggest streaming platform.
So that's music. So that's technology and music.
Bose. My nigga, every time I pass by a Bose store in the mall, it's empty. Granted, they do have really good speakers, but I don't know. Disney, fine, because I understand Disney.
They're everywhere.
I don't even know what the fuck KitchenAid is.
They make kitchen supplies, bro. Like
Amazon, fine. Netflix, I'm okay with. Pixar,
Bro, it's movies.
I know it's movies, but who's searching Pixar shit?
It's not about who's searching it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Part of our lives.
How are they get? But the whole thing of this is how they gauging the relevancy.
I don't know how they gauge relevancy.
Because how's Pinterest make the top 10?
If Pinterest is the only social media in the top 10, you would think that Pinterest would be far below shit like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
I mean, my mom was on that shit all the time, looking up fucking recipes and shit. Like, that's like what all you want to go see.
Women do be pinning.
I was about to say, you want to go see a Dominican woman's group chat? It's all them sending pictures of like shit that they should do for parties.
You might be on,
or shit they should do for like. Pinterest is really big for like decorations, costume ideas since Halloween's coming around the time.
I mean, there's tons of like food shit too, like arts and crafts ideas. Basically, just creative shit that you can share. And
basically, that's just Tumblr of food or just creative crafts. Basically, to me, that's all I see. But I only put that on there because I didn't really understand that. Chick-fil-A is top for food. I wonder did we do a top relevancy brand for clothing? I feel like we did a top 10. We did a top 10 for that niggas to get tight because we just pick brands that we like and not brands that are relevant like that.
I would definitely put Clark's number 3.
Yo, you gotta get the Carhartt Wallabies.
They're out, bro, but I'm done buying stuff.
I saw a few people in New York buy that shit. I actually like the olive pet a lot.
When I was in Chicago, I went to the Carhartt store and they didn't have any. Because it was work in progress. I was tired.
Yeah, it's Carhartt work in progress. It's separate from that. Like if you go to the Carhartt actual shop, they don't sell any work in progress.
Nah, that's crazy.
Now I'm saying online too. You have to go to Carhartt work in progress to get the work in progress shit. You can't go to Carhartt.com. You gotta go to Carhartt work in progress. Let me see. We talked about the Gucci shit. Another big fucking thing that happened. Mario Kart was released on iPhone.
Going crazy.
You have it?
No.
I have it.
You have. You played it.
I think it's pretty decent for niggas who don't own what's that shit called? A Switch. I think it's pretty decent. I don't like the actual controls. I wish that it would just made a control that you can do it. You know how how you can do it in first person and you turn like that?
Does it just go?
So you hold it to go.
Clark's is sold out.
And then you move left and right to. If you really want them, I know a whole bunch of boutiques that have them. So stop trying to fucking front for the for the listeners. But you just move it left to right. It's an arrow in front of you. You just move it left to right to move left to right or drift or anything like that. I think it's a pretty dope idea though. Shout out to Nintendo. My whole thing is like, how much money do you need, Nintendo? Because if that shit came out yesterday, right? I would say that shit has maybe like 50 million people probably already downloaded that shit.
I saw it in the App Store. It said it had 10 million downloads already.
In one day, though.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
That's ridiculous. And they have in-store, in-app purchases. So you already know niggas.
Oh, you already know.
To buy the different carts, the different characters. Because, like, you have to have, like, a certain amount of, like, diamonds or some shit, like, to get a character, and you only win those from doing tournaments and shit like that.
So, do you get to pick your first character?
No. They give
random.
you one.
Oh, they definitely
They give you 3 random ones, like, you know, the Yoshi tube that you can it goes down and it shoots, and then you get 3 random ones, and then you get 3 random cards or whatever. It's dope it's gonna be dope when they implement the multiplayer thing, the multiplayer feature. Right now, I think you can only play by yourself, and I think you can add people by like your index number, but you can only do that to see which one of you guys is ranked higher.
You can't play against each other.
No, not yet. You can't. It's gonna be later on for that. I don't know if I really want to get into this fucking Amazon facial recognition laws that Jeff Bezos is trying to pass right now. I'll talk about that next week.
Fuck that
niggas
shit,
is like an hour.
Niggas is super villains.
For sure. Niggas is an hour and 10 minutes in. I don't really want to talk about that shit.
Thanks.
And I have something to do after this, so I'm cool.
We already talked about the most important thing, seedless avocados.
I didn't know that was an actual thing.
Yeah,
but
knowledge.
It made a lot of sense. Telatalk Season 6, Episode 9.
That's it.
We got one more episode for the season to end, so binge all this shit and
also fuck you.
Facts. Scrappy.